hostiles. The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
I was in error. No enemy detected.
Movement detected. Curious. Wherever you are, I know you are.
You wouldn't hit a girl, would ya? Let's see.
Sensors indicating concealed organic life form.
Overactive sensors.
That looked like it hurt.
Hey, something's out there.
Have fun with this junk. I have no idea what any of it is.
Going up.
Engaging combat life form.
Show a girl a good time.
Yeah, if it isn't my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas in apple cobbler. Sorry, your house needed you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Still couldn't figure out how stupid it was to push the button.
Look, you're pissed off at what you do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
I'm gonna rip
Curious. Stealth
like we're clear.
capabilities. Fascinating. Combat initiated.
got guts and determination. It's admirable.
You are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
It's not too late. Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that. Okay.
Nice.
You made it. I'm just up ahead. My synths are standing down. Let's talk.
There he is.
Gotcha, reading detected.
Thoughts?
You sure know how to show a girl a good time.
That was all I had.
All right.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Hey.
What is it?
How are you feeling about things?
Where to next?
That's all.
All right.
Heads up.
What's on your mind?
What are you thinking about?
It's hard to believe they really needed all of this to defend themselves.
That was it.
No problem.
Heads up.
What do you want? Here's that ammo.
Your thoughts?
Give me a shot if you find any mods for my sniper rifle.
Your thoughts?
The open road and a loaded weapon.
Blah, blah, blah.
Didn't have anything else.
All right.
Going up. Roof access.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Everyone else may be closed, but Diamond City, sir.
I'll take a look, sure.
Here you are.
Nick,
Where's your son? What happened?
you were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there. But to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access, in and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talk type, was he?
We can talk to him. Feel like holding a seance?
A literal dead end, huh?
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
I'm gonna need a really sharp ice cream scoop.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm gonna introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I already have someone with me. I'll meet you there, Nick.
All right, see you at the den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
I'll be at the public if you need me.
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
Can't believe it. You look just like Sam, too.
Sure, hell.
Ain't joking, sir. Move.
They aren't gonna need that
We're gonna
anymore.
need that stuff anyway.
Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari. She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein?
Ego, fetch me the brain.
No?
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast.
It's nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object shoved into my noggin, you find new horrible ways to laugh at my expense.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out.
Move.
Okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions?
Get out of my way.
Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes.
Out of my way.
I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic...
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein?
Ego, fetch me the brain.
No?
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast.
It's nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object shoved into my noggin, you find new horrible ways to laugh at my expense.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out.
Move.
Okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions?
Get out of my way.
Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes.
Out of my way.
I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic imprinted. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? Yeah, I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
If a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
No. You won't have to worry about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories, and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn Dad was either drunk or not around.
Remember,
I guess he must have
you are
run with one of the
experiencing these memories
Mom
as
knew
Kellogg.
how it was.
This may prove
She
disorienting
wasn't
at first.
soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she won't. People always hoping for something better. They usually
This
end up with
doesn't seem to
something
be what
worse.
you're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is, I thought San Francisco was my chance to. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Whatever made me
Let's
think
keep
that a
looking.
guy like
I'll
me
connect you
should
to
have
the
a
next
daughter.
intact memory.
No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us?
Found another
and
memory.
we wouldn't fuck with
I'll
you?
connect you.
Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
mind if...
I didn't care where I was going. There's always someone. There was always a job. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together.
Well,
There was almost always a bar, though.
Try this next
That's
time.
universal.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more. So, first synths weren't all that impressive. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured I'd be a boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened.
Tell us something.
They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the
There's one that
surface.
looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know that. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of her. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out.
Found another intact memory.
At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too.
Is that
It wasn't my
your son?
idea to settle down with the
This
kid
appears
in
to
the
be a
middle of
very
Diamond
recent
City.
memory.
His whole
News
setup
item.
in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Occurrences? You know, newspaper. Oh boy, Piper's really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor,
Kellogg. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kid. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What? You don't have a spare teleporter lying around? What kind of egghead are you?
This is serious. No one outside the Institute could dream of making that kind of technology. Wait, maybe that's it. That memory about Virgil, their scientist who went rogue? If we found him...
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Hi.
What do you want?
Four inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Enough looks at this lovely figure.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Remember, no returns, exchanges, or death threats.
I seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time. But flying ship, yeah, I was...
Cleaned the place up nicely. Even got rid of the Marler smell.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Here I am. What did you need?
I'm Ronnie Shaw, Commonwealth Minuteman. At least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed and the idiots took over.
Glad to meet you. We can use some more veterans around here.
Ah, well, you're right about that. I feel like some of these you've got still may need their diapers changed.
I'd still like to hear what you came to talk to me about.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
The Commonwealth needs the Minutemen. People are starting to realize that.
I've heard some good things. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
We can always use more experienced soldiers.
Yeah, you're not kidding. But I had something more specific in mind. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located in the West Bastion. Best equipment,
the Commonwealth.
weapons,
All's quiet across the
cosmetics,
Commonwealth.
you name it.
Stay safe out there.
I'll show you.
Just you doing all that, right?
Thank you, sir.
This is the door to the armory.
Get the hell out of my face.
Good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding...
Uh-huh. I hope you have an idea.
Of course I do. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the northeast bastion.
Out of my way.
Pretty dark down here. Better watch our step.
Around here.
Hey there.
I'll back you up, General. My night vision ain't what it used to be. Bad start. He's been guarding the castle since, forever. Commonwealth. Ah, darn it. Oh, it's been a long time. United we stand. Yeah, that was it. Ah, that explains all the landmines. This is, well, was, General McGann. He had your job back when I first joined him. Must have gotten trapped down here when that sea beast attacked the castle. He did manage to keep the armory secure. I'll give him that much. Guess the uniform is yours now. If you want it, so Geezer doesn't need it anymore. Rest in peace, General.
Look alive.
The fight is done, and the Minutemen live on.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
No point in getting all sentimental about something that happened 40 years ago. Come on, we're almost... see what kinds of goodies are left. Excellent. The armory's still intact. Everything we need, just waiting for us. You found the schematics for building artillery, right?
I have to admit, Ronnie, having artillery would help out quite a bit.
Oh, we used to rain down fire on Deathclaws and super mutants alike. It was a glorious thing.
What's in your mind?
Your thoughts?
Who gives a shite what happened in this spot hundreds of years ago? Hell of a lot of good that does now.
That was all.
Fine by me.
Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
What is it?
Your thoughts?
One day, we'll put this back together. Better than ever.
No, never mind.
Okay.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Here you go.
Your thoughts?
It's quiet out here. Too quiet.
Didn't have anything else.
All right.
Get out of my way.
Looks like you've got everything we need. As soon as you get some artillery built, we'll do a test fire to calibrate it.
getting dark out there, people. Stay safe. All quiet, which is how we like it.
Really like to talk to you. You ready now?
Of course. Anything you need.
Anything I need, huh? I might take you out on that one day. After Tommy stuck me with you, I was expecting to hate your guts. Not only because you agreed to pick up my contract, but because I was waiting for you to order me around like hired help. Now, so far, you've been treating me like a friend. Hell, you've been damn near nice to me. Now, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but your kindness is starting to make me wonder if there's anything I learned in the combat zone. It was that nobody does things for other people without expecting something in return.
Exactly. Time to pay up.
Cute. Real cute. I spent 3 years living at the combat zone. Smelled like puke and piss. I called it home. I was making a few caps. Had me own bed to sleep in and 3 hot meals a day. Then the raiders took over the place. You know that lot. They aren't exactly what you'd call the gentle type. After they moved in, if you didn't keep looking over your shoulder, you were liable to get sucker punched or robbed. Or worse. Didn't take me long to learn that I had to put my hard-earned caps to good use. Buying friends was essential to making life easy. So, I guess I'm waiting for you to hand me a bill. You know what I mean?
You don't owe me a thing.
Now I'm having a real hard time believing that. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll think of something I can do to repay you. I'm not a rich girl, but I'm sure we can agree on something. After all, what are friends for?
You have a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
When we first met, I admit, I had my doubts about you, but you've done nothing but impress me. You're just who the Minutemen needed to bring us back from the brink.
Radio Freedom.
Thanks. That means a lot coming from you.
You've probably realized by now how important the Minutemen are to me. When I was a kid, the Minutemen were my heroes. They were the only good guys around, really. When I turned 17, I joined up with Ezra Hollis's company. He was one of the good ones. Really believed in the old-time Minuteman way. We had a few good years there. I felt like I was part of something bigger than me. Like I was really helping make the Commonwealth a better place.
It sounds like you were really making a difference.
I think we were. I know we were. But obviously it didn't last. I'm sure there was a lot I didn't see or know enough to pay attention to. You know, the politics and rivalries and bad blood between the different groups. I guess General Becker was able to keep a lid on it. Keep everyone more or less on the same team. But after he was killed, it all came out in the open. I couldn't believe it at first. These guys were supposed to be Minutemen. They were supposed to put their duty to the people ahead of everything else. You probably think I was pretty naive, huh? I guess I was. Still am, too. Even after everything, I still believe that the Minutemen can be what I always thought they were.
11 a.m.
The good
here
guys.
at Radio Freedom, the voice.
We are the good guys.
We're doing our best.
All quiet.
And
here.
a lot of it has
Stay
to do with
tuned
your
for
example.
Minutemen alerts.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, thanks. Anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to listen.
Anytime, Preston.
Thanks, man. We probably better get back to it.
Someone drive a bulldozer through here.
What? Who's there? What is it? Oh.
Loading me through.
This is no game!
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
You like
Nice.
old stuff, don't you? Don't see the point. That time's long gone. This place is filthy.
All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
I hear something. Let's plug them!